What up, party poopers? Wow, we have some breaking news. But first, start pooping right now. No worries, I am your poop coach. I'm here to guide you to make sure that you don't take a long dump because that would be bad for your health. Back to the breaking news. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025, and today is President Trump's Liberation Day, where he has just unveiled reciprocal tariffs, taxes on goods that are imported from foreign countries into the US domestically here. And it's been wild. So to start off, he's doing this press conference 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it's still going on right now. Right now is about almost 5 p.m. Eastern time. And so far, he's announced a 10% baseline tariff across the board for all foreign countries. On top of that, here are some, specifically for certain countries, it's a lot higher. For example, for China, it's going to be 34%. For Europe, it's going to be 20%. For Japan, it's going to be 24%. For India, it's going to be 26%. And this is all coming out right now. All of this news just came out in the last hour or so, less than an hour. And though it feels like the world is so volatile right now because there's so many considerations, right? Because these other nations, some of them are going to fire back. Some of them will succumb to Trump's demands and not impose tariffs of their own against the US, but some countries will definitely fight back. And at this time, we are at or near the 2-minute mark. So if you haven't made any progress on your poop taking journey, please precautionarily take a wipe, move on with your day. Get up and move on with your day. If you are making progress, if your turtle head has popped out, let's continue. So what are some of the first order consequences, right? First order consequences, some of the things that will happen right away. These companies that import these goods from all these foreign countries are going to be hit. Their profit margins are going to be reduced possibly, and they will essentially most likely pass on these costs to consumers, US consumers such as us. So those are the first order consequences. That's going to make things pricier for the US. So what are some of the things that happen after the first order consequences, is maybe the second order consequences or third order consequences? So maybe that will freak out the US consumer and that will cause us to spend less, which will be bad for the economy because the US consumer is responsible for 70% of the US economy. So if we stop spending, maybe the economy will take a dive. And also, there are arguments that because of these raised prices, then inflation will go up. And we're still trying to battle inflation for these past few years. So there's a lot of uncertainty there. And again, this also breaks some or creates more tension or breaks some alliances, for example, with Mexico, Canada, Europe, some of our closest trading partners. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt our relationship with other countries such as China. It's going to increase tensions, I feel like, because China is probably not going to back down. They're going to throw their own tariffs, impose their own tariffs against the US. And specifically China, I'm not sure I understand correctly, but it's 34%. Maybe it's on top of the 10% baseline. So maybe it's 44%, but do your own research, please. But I also know that that's on top, the 34% is on top of a 25% import tax on automobiles, and 25% on steel or metals. Again, do your own research. I'm not totally sure about that. Other things that are happening. The stock market as of right now, the stock markets are just tumbling, just taking a deep dive. So those are some of the second order, maybe I guess the stock market tumbling is like a first order consequence. But some of the other supporters of Trump are saying that, well, you know, this will, in the long run, this will hurt us in the short run, but will be good for us in the long run, because that forces companies to invest in America, in our country, to build factories. For example, Apple, Nvidia, Taiwan, TSMC are all going to invest money into America, which will create jobs. So in the long run, that might help the economy in the long run. And supposedly these are reciprocal taxes, right? So from a fair and just point of view, there's an argument that it's fair. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Time will tell, but we've definitely passed the 5-minute mark now. So please stop pooping, wipe your butt, and flush. And I will make another update tomorrow due to these crazy circumstances. Thank you for watching. Take care, poop heads.